Hello everybody, welcome to our page. Today we're going to be doing the DIY Halloween pillars. Super easy, you can do it yourself. I'm going to show you how. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the finished product. So right there is the finished product. It's super simple. All it is wood, some foam, and some paint. So as we get into this, the first thing you're going to need to do is go to your local Home Depot, pick up some furring strips as you can see on the ground there. All those are is 1x2 pieces of wood. They're 8 feet long. I just had them cut them in half so that all the pillars would be 4 foot tall. So to create this pillar, obviously we're going to have to create a box. And what I did to create that box is I took those furring strips, I screwed them together, and then I attached them to the plywood as you can see there. Now I'm going to go through and create the other 3 I need. I didn't really need to take any measurements. All I did was have them cut it to 4 foot length, and then I took some clamps and just clamped them together as close as I could on one side. Sometimes the other side was a little bit longer than some other pieces, but it really doesn't matter because it's Halloween decoration. It doesn't need to be perfect. And as I go through, you're going to see me connect all of the backing now, which is all the plywood. Plywood only cost me about $20 for a 4 foot by 8 foot section. I had them cut it down into 1 foot sections, so it ended up being 8 pieces of plywood, which gives me 2 pillars per that, so $10 per pillar. And here we have it. There's the beginning of our project towards the end of our project. The next thing we have to do is take this foam board. It's a 2-inch thick board that we got from Home Depot. It's insulation. It's super easy to scratch off, kind of make our designs we want. But all I did was, again, it's a 4 foot by 8 foot section, so I just had to cut it in half into 1 foot sections and attach it to the board. As you can see here, I'm cutting everything up. I'm attaching it as quickly as I can. I put a little bit of caulking behind it. That way it attaches and stays better. And I'm also just screwing it down with a screw. That also has a washer on it. That way it has a little bit more to grab. After that, I got to make some pop outs so it has a little bit of character. So what I do is I just stand it up. I use an extra piece of foam board that I have lying around. And I cut it to size as best as I can. Hopefully make it look good. It doesn't need to be perfect again because it's just going to be Halloween decoration. If I was going for perfect, there's no way I'd be able to do all this. And if you guys are making this, really try not to worry about how rough it looks. Just make sure everything is secured with either glue, some caulking, screws, and it's sturdy because that's going to be the most important part towards the end. Taylor's going to come over and start carving out some grooves for me now. So all we're doing is making a simple brick pattern, as you can see on the right. And all I do is I take a little wire brush. You can find these in the paint aisle. And I'm going to scratch off as much as the foam as I can, get a nice groove in there. That groove is going to definitely be accentuated with some flames we're going to add later. That way it deepens and looks better. And you might need to go a little bit deeper than you think. I went about ½ inch to 1 inch deep with this. That way when I took a blowtorch and burnt the styrofoam, it gives you a deeper, more realistic design. So as you can see right now, got the blowtorch started up and I'm going to start burning everything. It gives it that nice texture, makes it look good. Completely makes a huge difference, and it also gives that weathered brick look, which is what we're going for. We want it to look old, used, and just all around bad. And once I complete this, the only thing left to do is paint. So when we do paint, that left one is going to look exactly like the right one and will be completed. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.